Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing something new to you guys, something that you guys have been asking me throughout Instagram, in my DMs and in WhatsApp as well, as to what I have been doing to get to where I am currently, even though I'm currently on a path to become the best version of myself that I can possibly be. I'm going to share with you guys the tips that I have been using so far, how they have been working for me, and I hope you guys can take 1 or 2 pointers from this. If you guys have not already subscribed, go ahead and do so. Click that like button and click the notification bell as well, guys. Like, what are we waiting on? So stay tuned on to the next clip, guys, and I'll see you in a sec. Bye. Okay guys, so welcome to another chit chat video. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into the video and get right into the tips that I want to share with you guys, because we're wasting time. It is now March. Today's what date? It's now March 8th. We're wasting time, guys. We're wasting time. So let's just go ahead and jump right into these tips so we can both boss up together, get that bag together, okay? So I'm just gonna jump into that right now, guys. I'm actually having some lemon and ginger tea, and this will be breakfast for now. I really don't have a heavy breakfast in the mornings. Sometimes I really don't have anything, or I'll probably just grab a banana bread and a hot chocolate at Blue Cafe Blue. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking. I post on my Instagram whenever I do go there, so that's what I'll normally get, or I'll just wait until lunchtime. So the first tip that I'd like to get into with you guys is to appreciate where you are currently. Look at everything that is currently happening in your life that you're grateful for. Write them down, right? You can have a little jar perhaps. This is not something that I particularly do. Sometimes I'll just say to myself when I'm going to work, just say it out loud, some things that I'm grateful for. It really does help. It shows gratitude, right? So write down some things that you're currently grateful for. It could be anything at all. Life, aren't we all grateful for life? Because I mean, with life we can really do anything. Possibilities are endless, guys, right? The next thing is, why are you seeking change? Why? So look at it and say, why is it that I'm trying to become a better version of me? What's happening currently? And use that as a driving force. Do you currently have a child? Or you just want to boss up like me? Because who doesn't want to boss up, right? So write that down as well. That could be the second step, okay, into becoming the best version of yourself. So the next thing I would say is to prioritize your health. This is something that I really and truly should be doing, but I have been slacking off, and I will be taking it more seriously. I have been taking a lot of things more seriously in my life, and I have been seeing drastic changes. So hold yourself accountable as well, guys. This is supposed to be another point, but I'm just going to put it under prioritizing your health. Hold yourself accountable. Nobody's going to be there. Your mom isn't there, your dad isn't there, guys. We're grown now. Yes, we're adults. It sounds crazy because sometimes I really wonder, like, when the hell did I grow up? Like, am I supposed to pay all these bills? So hold yourself accountable, guys, right? And prioritize your health. Because really and truly you only have one version of your body, so why not take care of it? It's not like you're going to die and get back this body. I really don't know what happens after we die, so nobody drags me in the comment or drag me in the comment about this. I really don't know what happened after death, guys, so I'm not about to speak on that, right? The next point I would say is, when you're doing something, don't expect 2 results, right? It's either success or failure, and always expect winning. Like, why be negative? You understand what I'm saying? So always expect the best. Most people always use a strategy to expect the worst so that they're not disappointed. That's not the way to go about it, right? You fuel negativity in your head when you do that. That is something that I used to do. Don't think negative, guys. Think positive and think about the best possible result that this can give, and that will also drive you. I promise you. Try it, sis. Try it, right? The next tip that I would say is, there's no downside to learning a profitable skill. So say for instance you tried something and it really doesn't work out. you did learn something from that. You can't say you didn't. And that one thing that you might have learned can possibly help you in the future to build that big business or that big thing that you want to build, because you learned one key point through that simple skill that you were doing, right? So don't think anything is a waste of time. We learn from each and everything that happens in our life. Just reflect and you'll see. It doesn't matter how bad, it doesn't matter how good. We learn from every single thing that happens, right? Another thing that I know that a lot of us make the same mistakes. I have also made this mistake, guys. Is to never wait on the perfect opportunity. The perfect time is now. Literally, sit back, guys. Think about it. Why would you say the perfect time is 5 years from now, is 10 years from now, right? You might say to me, oh, I don't have the money, or it's just not the right time. Start doing little things to get to that point. Start putting things together to get to that point so that when you have the money, you just go, right? Start doing something now. Because at the end of the day, guys, if you want to start something and you're saying that you don't have the money, you need to do your research, right? You need to ensure that you're mentally prepared for what you're asking for. All of those things come into play, guys, right? So the next point that I have here is don't follow a course blindly. If something doesn't work, take a step back and find what works for you. This is so true. A lot of us take on tasks and think that this is for us, and then when we realize that it's really and truly not what we wanted, we just give up. Why am I hearing a fly? Like, I really don't want you in my video, sir. So yes, a lot of us give up whenever things don't go our way, and that's never normally the way to go about it, right? If it doesn't work out, just take a step back. Say, okay, I have used this example recently. Have you guys ever done long division before? Yes, you'll probably get a simple part in that long division incorrect, and you feel like doing back over the entire thing is such a headache and you don't want to do it. But that one thing that you might go back and look through is probably something simple. You just need to take a step back, breathe, revise that long division that you just did, and go at it again. I had to do that in school, and when I got the answer correct, I felt so good, right? I don't like giving up. I do not give up, and I would love for you guys to take that key point. Never, ever, ever give up, right? Even if it's something that you no longer want to do, complete it. Why stop? Complete it, right? So another point that I have here also is choose a direction and make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people who are strong in your areas of weakness. Guys, this is the first thing that I started off with on my journey. I had to filter persons in my life, right? I had to filter friends, I had to filter family. Well, to be honest, I'm really close with majority of my family members, to be honest. So I didn't really filter family, but I had to filter a lot of persons, co-workers, persons that I associated myself with on a daily basis. I really had to filter that, because the persons that are around you on a daily basis, I said this in my previous video, they influence you. You become the people that you are around on a daily basis. Just take a step back and you'll see. If you have that one friend, right, that is doing something that is not coinciding with the path that you're taking, and you're trying to help them to get onto a better path, it might not necessarily be the path that you're taking that you need to get them on with, but if you're helping them to boss up, helping them to get a better mindset, and they're not wanting that, you're going to have to cut that friend off. You're going to have to cut that co-worker off. You're going to have to cut whoever that is off for you. You're doing it for you, not for them. They're going to appreciate it in the end, and trust me, they are going to appreciate it in the end. I really and truly don't see the sense of being around persons that cannot teach me something, that cannot feed me mentally, right? It doesn't make sense. That's how I see it, right? You help me, I help you. That's just how life works. So if you're going to be around somebody that is constantly pouring negativity in your cup every single day, asking why you doing this, it not make no sense, like it don't make no sense, you write that book there, it don't make no sense, you become an Instagram model. It don't make no sense you're dancing. If that's your passion, go ahead and do it to the best of your ability. Nobody can tell you nothing. What you mean? What you mean? You can do it. Please do not allow anybody to define what you can and cannot do. Don't. That, it really grieves me. Like, persons are telling me that, oh, they have to go to school to be successful, and oh, they have to do this, but their passion is really this. Sis, do you see what year and time we're living in? You can make money from any resource that you put your mind to. Literally, anything that you want to make money from, you can. You just have to put your mind to it, be confident in it, do your research, because you're not going to do it and expect you're going to be profitable tomorrow. It don't work like that. You have to fail as well. You have to fail. It's inevitable. Once you're starting something, you have to fail, and failure is what teach you. Don't expect somebody to come and say, okay, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. No, sis. The way you learn like that is if you go to school, and if you want to go to school, then by all means, I'm not bashing anybody that goes to school. Do your thing. If that's your passion, that's your love, and that's what you want to do, go right ahead. Because majority of us have different likes, and school is just not for me. I'm sorry. It's just not my passion. It's not what I want to do. Right? So if you feel like you want to further your education, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a teacher, you want to be a nurse, you want to be a pharmacist, go ahead. If that's what you love, go right ahead. Don't allow anybody to tell you anything otherwise. All I'm saying is follow your passion, follow your heart. And if school is going to help you to get to where you need to be, go ahead. If it's going to help you to achieve your dream, go ahead. But do not lose focus of the goal. Right? Never lose focus of the goal, guys. Right? So I was ranting about that one. So let me go back to the next. This is a key one, guys. Learn to shut up and listen. This is something that I had to learn myself. So do not take it offensive. I had to learn this myself. And that's how you win people and friends, to be honest. The friends and the people that you want in your circle, you have to shut up and listen sometimes. To learn something, you have to shut up and listen. You're not always right. I am not always right. Right? You need to learn how to take corrections. Okay? So write that one down, guys. Learn to take a step back. It doesn't matter who it is. Learn to take a step back and listen to what the other person is saying. Who knows, they might actually have a valid point, you know. As much as it might seem like they were talking foolishness, you might get a key point out of the nonsense with them at talk. Listen. Okay? The next one that I have here, greater the risk, the higher reward. I'm sure you guys have heard this numerous of times. Right? So the greater the risk, the higher the reward. A lot of persons like to play it safe. Hence why they fall within the gap of society where everybody is included. You go to school, you get a 9-to-5 job, you get married, you probably start a little business on the side or put a taxi on the road, you get a little one income and you live your life like that. If that's your happiness, do you, sis, or do you, sir? If that's your happiness, go right ahead. Do what makes you happy, and I'll say this continuously. Do what makes you happy. But for me, that is not my happiness. I want more. I want so much more out of life. So I'm never going to stop doing more. So if you see me doing something now, I'm going to perfect it, and then I'm going to move on to the next. That's how my mind works. Right? Hence why I need people around me that is going to motivate me, persons that are going to encourage me, persons that are going to teach me. And if they can't teach me, I will teach them to help them to get to where I need to be and level up with me. I can't take persons with me that are pulling me down. Like, what, Nikashe, why are you doing this? This is not what you're supposed to be doing. You need to go to school, or you need to do this, you need to do that, and they're continuously pulling me down. No, sis, no, sir. It's not what I want to do. If that's what you want to do, do you, boo? Do you? Right? So, let's move on to the next one, guys. Be unique, be original. Even if people are fake, you will always win. That's one thing about me, and persons can always tell you this. Always, I promise you. I never follow. I always stand out. Always. There is a uniqueness inside of me, and I'm embracing it. Hence why I decided to start YouTube. Right? That's one of my main reasons I decided to start YouTube. I don't follow. I like to create. I like to set an example. I like to set trends, and I like to motivate persons. I like to help persons, right? So it's not to boast or to say anything. That's not me. I'll help you. If I'm at a certain place, I'll help you to get to where I need to be. You just have to be open to change, right? And I think that's something that will have to follow throughout life. If you want to get to a certain place, you have to be open to change, right? Another one, do not be afraid of rejection. No is just the beginning of the conversation. Guys, write this one down. Write it down. I actually saw these posts on Instagram. Someone that I follow saw that they posted it, and I was like, this would be great for my YouTube channel. So I'm just going over the points, and these are steps that I said I have been using. So I'm just writing them out to you guys, and I want you guys to write that one down. Do not be afraid of rejection. It is the start of the conversation, just as like failure is beginning of success. Guys, you guys wouldn't even understand half of what the sacrifices that I have been making, steps that I have been taking, the rejection that I have been getting, and I'm going to get to where I need to be. Nobody can tell me that I will not. I believe in myself so much, and I have said this on my Instagram story before. Nobody believes in me the way I do. Nobody. And I promise you guys, I'm going to get to where I need to be, and I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm going to take you all with me. You guys are starting with me, and I want you guys to be there throughout everything that I am doing. I'm creating a family. I'm creating a team. If I can help each and every one of you here to boss up, guys, I don't know my way yet. As I said, I'm learning each and every day, and if I can teach you guys everything that I learn each day, I wouldn't mind. If I can help each and every one of you to boss up, once I get to that level and I know everything, I don't mind, guys, right? I really do not mind. But I am very confident within myself, and I know that I can do it, and I know that you can too. Guys, it wasn't always nice and dandy and pretty everything. It wasn't always like that. I'm actually going to come with a vlog soon that show you guys where I started to where I'm at right now, and you guys will really see. It wasn't always a bed of roses. It's not a bed of roses right now, but it's something to sleep on, right? And I'm grateful as hell. Nobody can tell me shit. So that one, guys, don't be afraid of rejection. Never. It is the start of the conversation. It's the start of reality. It's the start of success. It's the start of the new you. You have to hear no. You have to fail. So start, right? The next thing is focus on what matters. Everything else will fall into place, and that's so true. As I said, the negativity again. Cut it out. Guys, just crush it up and dash it away. Negativity, just crush it up and dash it away. That is what's going to draw you down. And as I said, if you have persons in your circles that are negative, just cut them off. I'm not saying not to take criticism, you know, guys. Take a criticism, but if you have that person the way in your ears like mosquito say you can't do it and you not do it and this and that and rent, if that's your passion, if that's something that you're really passionate about, do it. Do it. Right? The next point that I have here is play with your strengths, because an expert in one field doesn't translate to the others. You hear that, guys? Play with your strength. It basically means to explore, right? Explore on your strengths. What are you good at? If you're good at IT, explore with it. Search for jobs within that field. Broaden your horizon. As I said, if you want to go to school and broaden your horizon in that field, go right ahead. If you want to freelance it, do YouTube and study from home and do your own thing, do you. As I said, guys, just be good at what you do. It will come. I promise you. Just do your correct research, apply pressure, consistency. Nobody can stop you. What you mean? That's not possible. Right? The next point that I have here is you might have all the right ideas, but if you don't have a plan, they might not work. And that is so true. So you guys need to have a plan. As I said before, you need to have a plan. You need to have something that you're starting out with. Right? So write it down. Don't just wait until, as I said, when I have the money or whatever not. Start now. Start writing stuff down now. Right? Prepare yourself mentally. Okay? The next point that I have here is leave your comfort zone and start being uncomfortable. That's how you grow. Question. If you get up every single day at a specific time, you get up, you go to work, you come back home, you probably make some dinner, go to bed, and you continue in that cycle, you're comfortable. Right? I have once been comfortable as well. I'm no longer comfortable. Hence why I started YouTube. Hence why I'm doing so many other things. Right? I'm not ready to share that with you guys just yet, but I will, I promise you. There's so much stuff that is coming, and as I said, I want you guys to boss up with me. I want you guys to be here and be where you need to be as well. Start taking steps now. These steps that I'm giving you, write them down. Write them down. And as the first step that I gave you, appreciate what you have currently, please. If you can't appreciate what you have now, how are you going to appreciate when you get to that point and you have the millions, the this and that and the ray, the bling, the that and the that? That's not going to bring you happiness. Right? It's just probably for flash. I'm happy with everything that I have now, and when I didn't have anything at all that I have right now, nor nothing at all, I was my happiest. I was my happiest when I didn't have shit. Right? Nobody knew me back then. Probably persons when I was in high school, but they didn't know my story. And I'm going to share that with you. And when I say high school, I mean like grade 7, 8, when I was in St. Elizabeth going to Lacovia. Right? No one knew my story, but I was so happy. I was so happy. Right? So my next point here is where am I? Patience, guys. I've said this in my last video as well. Not my last video, but a previous video. Patience. Patience pays, and being patient with your business, yourself, will take you heights you can never imagine. So don't pressure yourself too much, guys. Right? Be patient with yourself. Don't say that, oh, I'm almost 30, I need to be here, I need to be this. Age is just a number. How many times am I going to tell you guys that? Age is just a number. It is really and truly just a number. You have time. You have time. And the time that I'm saying that you have is the seconds, the minutes, the now. That's what you have. Right? You have it now, so do it now. That is the time that you have, so work with it now. Work with it. This next one that I'm going to give you guys, after this I'm going to give you the last one. But guys, this one is write this down as a matter of fact. Write down every single one that I told you so far. Write down everything. Write down everything, guys. I told you my channel is titled everything that is going to come to this channel. Is basically becoming her. I'm going to share my life story with you guys. You guys are going to get to know me on a personal level. Everything is coming, I promise you. My day-to-day activities, it's coming. It's all coming. But I really want you guys to boss up mentally, to start preparing yourself for where you really need to be. Right? This next one, nobody believes your excuses, no matter how good you give them. You heard that? Nobody believes your excuses. Nobody. So don't waste your time creating them. It doesn't matter how much you perfect it. Nobody wants to hear excuses. They just want to see results. And that's the harsh reality of life. And why would you want to give excuses anyways? Right? Why? Why not just get the job done? Okay? So don't waste your time creating excuses, guys. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right? A next point that I have here, which is the last one, you will experience setbacks. As I said, guys, you have to fail to win. Right? You have to fail to win. It's the starting point. Have you guys ever seen a house being built before? You have to create a foundation, not true? Failure is the foundation. You have to fail to win. Have to. Right? When you're starting a business, you know that you don't technically get any returns until the year or the second year after you start the business. That is technically a failure period. That's technically a slow period. Right? And this sometimes make a lot of businesses fail because they're like, oh, why am I not seeing my returns here? Or why is it that it's not becoming the way that I want it to be? Or why am I not successful yet? Patience, guys. Be patient with yourself. right? And another point that I would also like to add that was not in my slides is that a lot of persons have big dreams and things that they want to accomplish, and they talk about this, they talk about that, but you're literally not doing anything to get to where you need to be. Why are you talking about it? You're creating a false reality that will never ever happen because you're not taking any steps now. You're not doing anything about it now. What do you think 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now when you decide to start, you're going to get to that point immediately as you start? It's not gonna happen. Forget it. Right? So guys, those tips that I just shared with you, I want you guys to write them down. The first thing that I stated is to be grateful for what you have currently. I want you guys to create a jar, possibly, and just write down everything that you're grateful for. Write it in that jar. Probably write down, I don't know, however much you want to write. Write down all the things that you're grateful for. And every single day, you take out that paper and read a random note from it. Every single morning. Right? And as soon as you do that and you feel like you're on your best leg, start putting a step forward to get to where you need to be. If you want to start YouTube, you can start with your phone. I'm using my phone, right? You can start with anything that you have as long as it has a camera, right? If you don't have a ring light, wait until the sun come up, you go outside, go do your video them. Right? So that's just an example as to what I was using. If you want to start, I don't know, a hair salon or a clothing line, start with 1 and 2 pieces, right? But you have to find your passion. You have to find what you truly love, right? And explore your strengths, as I said before. Explore your strengths and stop pressuring yourself about you soon reach this age, you soon reach that age. Guys, you have time now. You have time today to start work on where you need to get within the next 5 years. I am sure you have time today to start. So, mat it up now, deal with it, right? I really enjoyed this video, guys. I enjoyed ranting and telling you guys about my tips because this is something that I'm very passionate about. I hope you guys saw that throughout the video, and I'm going to bring so much more, as I said, and I really hope that these tips help you. Write them down, as I said, guys. Write them down and make them a part of your daily routine. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or slide in my DMs. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy your day or your night whenever you're watching this video, and just stay tuned for the next video that's coming. I'm not sure what I'm doing next, but you guys will see it and I'm sure you'll love it. So thanks for watching. Ensure that you like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, frenzies.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Got up